Hey, what's up? We're here with the all-new Santa Cruz Stigmata, and for as long as the Stigmata has been in their line, this has been their cyclocross bike. Now, for the 2019-2020 cross season, it's being expanded, and of course, I'm going to give you one guess. Yes, gravel. It's becoming a hybrid cross and gravel bike, so there's still plenty here that makes it a good cross bike. The frame is super tough. They took inspiration from their highball hardtail and from the bikes that Danny McCaskill are riding, but they also tuned the layup and the carbon a little bit to make it more comfortable for long distance rides. They're basically calling this an all-day bike or a road bike for mountain bikers. And there's no doubt, I mean, gravel is exploding. Cyclocross opportunities are going to like multi-day and stage race events. So they needed a bike that could handle all of that really, really well. What's turning this from pure cross into a gravel bike are a few things. So first of all, there's 3 water bottle bosses. You've got 2 inside the front triangle, 1 underneath the bottom bracket shell on the bottom there. There are no mounts up here for physically mounted top tube bags or frame bags, and there's no mounts for a bento box. So this is, our guess, this is still really leaning towards the racer, gravel racer, cyclocross racer. Because you don't have the amenities to pack out like a day or two's worth of gear and stuff on this bike. You can still strap it to there, and that's why they kept the water bottle mounts low, so there is room for a frame bag if you want to strap it in. The other things that make it more of a gravel bike are big tire clearance. So you can run a 700 by 45 on here, or sub in 650B wheels and run a 2.1 mountain bike tire. There's a few other things that still make it really gravel friendly and kind of like commuter and everyday friendly. There's fender mounts behind the bottom bracket and hidden down here on near the rear dropout. Same on the front near the dropout, and there's a really tiny one hidden here on the back of the fork crown. A couple other things worth mentioning. 27.2 seat post, and in the literature they sent it says stealth routing. Now there's no mention of a dropper post, and there's not too many 27.2 dropper posts on the market, but there are a couple, and there's probably room at this insert point here, if you were to kind of like make the hole a little bit bigger where the cable's going in, that you could run a cable in for a stealth dropper as well. The cable on this side, by the way, is for a front derailleur, which is another thing that makes this more all-road gravel ready, is this bike is ready for 2x. Front derailleur is a clamp-on style, so there's no physical braze on. You could run 1x and it would be super clean, but there's a lot of builds they're offering with the 2x system. So the test bike we got in had an Ultegra 2x mechanical. The top level bike they're selling is with SRAM XS ETAP as a 2x, and then of course there's going to be 1x options and everything. A couple other things worth pointing out. It's got a threaded bottom bracket, which I know everybody's going to love. Flat mount brakes, which is pretty much the de facto standard nowadays. 12x100 front, 12x142 rear, through axles, and again, all the cables are internal. It's got a really nice, thick, rubbery chain safe protector there that wraps around a little bit to the inside as well. And that is the new Stigmata. Okay, so when you have a cross bike and you're trying to turn it into a gravel bike, but you still want it to work for cross, how does it all come together? We've only got a few rides on this, so we'll do a more long-term review later, but basically first impressions are really good. I've ridden it on the asphalt to get to some smoother gravel sections, and it's been really fast both on the road and on the gravel. Super stable, super fun to ride. Handling is, it's kind of what you want, like neutral and fast and comfortable. But then behind me in these woods is where we're shooting some of the video of the riding that you're seeing now, and it's tighter, twistier, a little rootier, and it did really well there too. So that's one area where I'm looking forward to riding this bike more. Long term, we'll see how this thing works out. So let's talk a little bit about sizing. This thing will come in sizes from 52 up to 60. And the 2 smallest sizes, a 52 and a 54, get a 50mm rake on the fork. And that's to push that front wheel out just a little bit so you don't run into toe overlap issues. On all of the rest of the sizes, you'll have a 45mm rake. Now, there is a Juliana version called the Quincy, and that'll drop down one size smaller. So in that model, you'll have a 49, a 52, and a 54. Check out the full post on bikegroomer.com for all the tech specs, pricing, and other details, some more photos. And if you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.